What's up guys, it's your boy Jay with Brother Cus's Toy Reviews, and that's right, I am back with another one. And today I will be reviewing the Batman from INART Collectibles. I know, I said I wouldn't do it, but I could not help myself. This thing is fantastic. Let's go. Okay guys, so first we're going to start off with this wonderful box right here. Now, I don't have it on the spinning table right now because the way INART boxes are shaped, they're kind of awkward to film and put on a spinning box and everything, and I kind of wanted to do something different. This is not going to be like a straight up unboxing because you guys have been seeing this thing unboxed like all year, so we're just pretty much going to get down to the nitty gritty, but it is some things I want to show you. Definitely we have this acrylic sleeve right here, and it looks fantastic, looks great. You get the you get all the little sayings right here. You get the grade of the figure that INART does, which is very weird to me, and I don't even understand how they do it. You get the Batman logo, which you can't really see right there, but it's right there. DC Warner Brothers, and you get that picture of Batman right there. They've done this with the recent unboxing I did with the Superman, and they kind of did these all in that style. Don't know why, because it looks like they're picking and choosing certain boxes they want to really go in on, but this is a cool box, it really is. It got the Batman logo right there on the side. And this is a thing that a little feature that I really like. Like when you lift this, I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but when you lift the acrylic sleeve over top of it, you see the bats actually twinkle their wings. You see the bat wings actually flap. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Nice little touch, and it looks great. It really does. We'll just take that off. You'll see the full review. A full reveal of the box, and like I said, it just looks real cool. It's especially in line with the Batman and all the colors that they were using throughout the media, all the marketing materials that they produced. So this falls in line with it. The Superman, I don't know why they did it like this in that red, but the boxes do look cool. I think they did Harry Potter, like that line with the same type of red and same type of red situation. So I don't know, but this looks great. It really does. Let's dig on in. All right, guys, so we're gonna open the figure and get right to it. As I said before, this thing has been shot several times all throughout this year. So if you haven't seen an unboxing, I mean, there's several, but here's everything you get right here from the instructions. The instruction side, you get the instructions, the movie tickets, and the little letter, nice beautiful letter from INART. So you get that right there. So we'll just move that to the side. Then on this first layer right here, you get the figure body, the hands, the head sculpt, and yeah, it is one thing about an INART figure. When you open any INART figure, it's quite overwhelming because they put everything in plastic, the hands, all that, and you have to dig them all out. But we will look at this real quick. And I said this wouldn't be a straight up unboxing, but here I am doing an unboxing for you. So here's the head sculpt right there. Not sure if the camera is exactly picking it up, but it looks fantastic. It really does. I can already look at that and see that, yeah, it's kind of better than the Hot Toys. The only thing I don't like is this gap right here. The Hot Toys doesn't have it. It's not that noticeable on the Hot Toys, but the quality looks great, guys. It really does. It really looks good. I think it's safe to say at this point that INART kind of bested Hot Toys with their Batman release. So I think that's well known at this point. But hey, if you have the Hot Toys version, you don't have to do what I did, you know. You can just keep your Hot Toys version. Here's the body right here, and I can already look at those proportions and tell that, once again, this is a win for INART, and it's way better than the proportions on the Hot Toys version, because this looks great. I can definitely see the more fine stitching throughout the outfit. The color of the outfit seems to be more accurate than the Hot Toys, and it just looks great, guys. It really does. You do get that patch of what is that called? That patch of Velcro. There you go. Lost my train of thought. It's early, guys. It's really early for me. But you have that weird patch of Velcro there for the cape. It is what it is. You got the body right there, the boots, the color. Like I said, the color looks way more accurate. And this looks great. This really does. Really looks great. Throw it back. Don't worry, we're gonna get it open. I'm just trying to keep everything intact because there's so many pieces. So that's the first layer right there. The second layer, you get more of the accessories, and I'm not gonna go in and open all those. You know, INART loves cardboard. They really do love cardboard. But I get it. He came with, you know, cards from the Riddler and all that. But there you go. You get those accessories. You get handcuffs. You got batarangs. You got the back computer. You have the belt that you have to put on by yourself, and we will be doing that. You get all that stuff there. So that's, you know, that's what it is. And that, then you have the final layer right here, which I'm not going to lift that out the box, but you have the cape. So that is going to be cool to see how the cape actually works compared to the Hot Toys. You also have this wonderful base right here. Now, I ain't gonna lie, the base on this one isn't as good as the Hot Toys version, but it's nice, and it has those magnets in there, so we'll see how that works. We'll definitely see how all that comes together. And then also, you have the head sculpt, and the head sculpt looks fantastic. Of course, the family would come down right when I was about to finish up the head sculpt portion, the most important portion. And here he is. Here's the head sculpt right there. And it looks great. It does. I'm not going to pull it out the can just yet. We'll save that for when we actually apply it to the figure. But if you look at it right there, it looks good. Is it better than the Hot Toys? We'll look and see. We'll definitely take a look and see. But I don't know. Right now, it's looking pretty damn good. But that's all that you get in the box. And you know what? We're gonna get him all set up and put on the turntable for you so we can really take a look at how good this figure really is. Okay, so I decided to give you guys a different angle this time. Just because, you know, want to change it up. And like I said, a lot of people have already reviewed the hell out of this figure. So, you know, it's like, it's just another review. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how I feel about this figure and getting it out of the box and my initial reactions. And I think this is fantastic. Now, I know this was a thing a lot of people were having problems with, the fact that you actually had to put the belt on by yourself. And honestly, it is kind of annoying, but I kind of also don't mind it because it just adds more to the figure. It adds more to the experience, if you ask me. Just me trying to figure out exactly what goes where, what belt goes where. It keeps focusing in on the head. There we go. Matter of fact, we'll move that out of the frame. But yeah, you know, it's just kind of freeing, just you know, putting the stuff on by yourself, whereas Hot Toys does it for you. I get it. Some people feel that, hey, I shouldn't have to do this. But it is what it is. That does look like a metal clasp that I'm looking at. So I'm just trying to learn how it works. There. Okay, I think I see how it goes. Oh, something already fell off. Okay. So, and I'm just doing this. I haven't rewatched the videos. I know they did the video about a year ago. So I haven't rewatched that, but we're just gonna, you know, do it kind of freely and see what we do, see how it works. Okay. Am I putting it on right? Is this the right way? Okay. Oh shit. What did I do? Ah, okay. I see you can tighten it up. Let's try to get this one. Now I see why people were pissed. Damn it, it's not easy to get on. There it is. I think I got it. Now we just go ahead and zip it up. Move the camera up just a tad bit. I can see why people were upset about it, but if you ever dealt with model kits or anything like that before, it's not that much of a big deal. It really isn't. You just fasten the belt. We'll just tuck that under like that. It's a lot. It's kind of some, yeah, I can see what they were saying. It's some work. I know people like, CJ, that's what I'm talking about, Jay. See. Yeah, I get it. Okay, one of the little pouches here. Let's do that. Try to move the camera. I know this is a little crude, and I know I usually do this type of stuff, more professional. I hate moving cameras and stuff while on camera, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, I feel that I don't have the belt buckled exactly the right way. There we go. It's in now. Yep. At least they give you a real metal clasp. Okay, we just zip that up on him. Let's tighten it up. This is kind of a, yeah, he has a real belt. Yeah, I think that's good. I think we got it on him. Let's see. Oh. So we got the belt on him like that. Now we just gotta put the holster around the leg, and there you have it. Yeah, so yeah, it kind of took me quite a minute to assemble the belt and fasten it and everything, and also putting that holster around the leg with the straps. It takes some time, so people complaining and bitching about it, they had a point. But it's still fun. It's still fun for me. It just takes me back to the model building days. I have him set up on the magnetic base, and yes, I haven't had a chance to move the magnets around, but I mean, he stands, it's okay. It's just okay. Like the rest of the bases, it's just okay. I have the Aragon magnetic base system was the best that I've seen so far. The Superman, I kind of didn't like that one as well. They got to work on this. I just think they just need stronger magnets. It's really no reason for them to, have the little mechanisms where they jostle the magnets around. But anyway, I digress. It's there standing, but it ain't the best. I'm about to put the gun in the holster, the grapple gun or the smoke gun launcher, and it looks good. It looks way better than the Hot Toys. It is more detailed, as you can see, and we're just gonna put that on the belt, get that around. The belt actually took me a little more time than I thought, to be quite honest, because I mean, it was just so intricate. which we come to know, this is what we've come to know INART for, their intricacies of their features, the figures, the amazing detail. So I got the grapple gun in there like that for right now. It's just sitting in there. I haven't really fully adjusted it, but yeah, it's in there and it looks good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we all know this is everyone's favorite part. This is where all the scrutiny lies, in these damn head sculpts. And honestly, I think this one looks pretty damn good. It looks pretty damn good. I can definitely see Robert Pattinson in this head sculpt. Definitely. Looking at the Hot Toys one, which I think the Hot Toys one is pretty damn good for what it is. But looking at this one right here, it's just on another level. You can just see it right there. It's just definitely on another level. Really is. The raccoon eyes, the hair, the way it's laid. And I do like the amount of wax that's actually on the hair, keeping it in place. I really do. Sometimes I've noticed with INART, the rooted hair, sometimes it's a little loose. On the Aragorn, the hair was very loose, and I think they did that because they wanted you to actually pose the hair and style it and whip it around, because he's always constantly fighting. But with this one right here, you know, this is something, he wears a cowl, so his hair would be a little matted. And then also, this is pretty much, you know, it would be him before, the way you would display it, it would be him right before he puts on the cowl, before he goes into battle. So his hair would be kind of styled like this. It looks good. A real great looking sculpt. I think it holds up in every angle. So I'm trying to show you right there. It just has that cool emo look to it. Just looks fantastic. I think they did an excellent job on this. And at first, when I first looked at this sculpt and a bunch of other reviews, honestly, I felt that the Hot Toys version was in some ways better, in my opinion. I thought the Hot Toys version looked a little bit more like Robert Pattinson. But over the year of really looking at it, I can definitely see the detail, the real good detail into this. This, once again, I said this before, I'll say it again with INART. Their figures look like people. They don't look like figures. They don't look like toys. They look like people. And that's not a knock on Hot Toys, because I think Hot Toys has stepped it up immensely over the years. They have made moon leaps with their products. And I think it's because of companies such as INART and stuff. So we're getting some real great head sculpts. And this one is one of them. So yeah, can't wait to put this on the body. Now, I'll be honest, guys, one of the reasons why I got this figure is because I really wanted to see what the hype was all about. A lot of people were saying that this thing was great. It was way better than the Hot Toys. And, you know, part of me felt like, oh, maybe, you know, they're just real big The Batman fans, or maybe they're just big INART fans. And really, the Hot Toys, because when we saw the Hot Toys about a year ago, it looked great. I was singing his praises, everybody was. But that was before this one hit the market. And, well, before this one was released. And a lot of people just went crazy for this one. And I'm here to tell you, having it in hand, it's fantastic, guys. It really is. This is an amazing piece. It is way better than the Hot Toys version, in my opinion. I know some people may feel that, oh, he's a INART shield or whatever, or no, dude, this one it's better. It's a better product. And, you know, not for nothing, Hot Toys did a great job with theirs. They did. They did an excellent job with theirs. There's nothing wrong with the Hot Toys one. They're both great figures. If you have, you know, one or the other, you got a great figure, either way you look at it. But this is this is a thing where price comes into play. The Hot Toys one is still very expensive, but you know, with INART, you get what you pay for. And I know it took a lot to get this in people's hands, and I know a lot of people were very upset because they couldn't get it. You know, it took them so long to get it in hand. But I'm here to tell you, it's worth the wait. It really is. It's worth the wait. They did an excellent job on this piece. They really did. They did a fabulous job on this. The proportions, as I've always said, it's three things that make a figure great. And that is proportions, that is tailoring, and of course, that is the head sculpt. And this figure ticks all three of those boxes. Okay guys, here he is with the cowl and the cape on, his full Batman look, and he looks fantastic. He really does. I really think this just takes the cake. The INART version is way better than the Hot Toys version. It just is. It just does things right. I do like the cape better than the Hot Toys version. They both have like a pleathery, you know, material, but the wiring in it is definitely way better than the one that you get from Hot Toys. Just the way that the head sculpt sits and everything on the body looks very good. I will say the Hot Toys version sits a little bit more natural, especially when you're looking at it from the side. But overall, that head sculpt, especially the cowl head sculpt, is just way better here than what you get with the Hot Toys. It really is. This looks fantastic. I know I keep saying that, but it really does, guys. It really does. This is just great. Okay, so here you are. You have the tail of the two figures right here. On the left, you got the Hot Toys, and on the right, you got the INART. And just looking at it right now, the proportions on the INART just are way better than the Hot Toys one. The Hot Toys one has this fat suit that looks just a little bit chubbed out. Like if you look right here in this area right there, it just looks a little, you know, he looks a little thick. Whereas this one right here just looks more natural and looks, quite frankly, more heroic. And I think a little more accurate to what we actually seen on the screen. Now, I know some people were saying that, yes, the head sculpt on the Hot Toys one was a little bit more bulbous. I definitely see what they're saying right there. And then a lot of people were also saying that the INART head sculpt was maybe a scotch too tiny. I'm here to tell you that the INART one, the proportions are just way better. They are. They really are. Both great looking figures, both excellent looking figures. Any way you slice it. I do have the, well, I guess they're just about same. I think the base is a little, the base on the INART one stands just a little bit tall, or it's about the same because he's on that bottom step there. It looks good. They both look very, very good. But it's just certain things, mainly the proportions. The proportions and the overall stitching of the outfit is really what making the INART version shine more. That's what it is. It's mainly the proportions and the stitching on the outfit. That's really just taking it out. Paint applications, yes, the paint applications. Hot Toys are always a little bit more tan. They just are. I do like how pale some of the INART figures are. I do like how pale that they are. It looks more like a true flesh tone to me than it is with Hot Toys. The Hot Toys ones, like I said, tend to be a little on the tan side, and they look a little bit more plasticky, whereas the INART, there's something with that paint. It just looks a little bit, even though it's more flat, it just has a more realistic look of it, to be quite honest. But yeah, I mean, they're both good looking, guys. They really are. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so when you like what I was saying when I'm talking about the Hot Toys on the left, just looking at the stitching is a little thicker. His midsection is a whole lot thicker. And then whereas you look at the INART version, you just see that stitching, you just see, it just looks more heroic. He looks more athletic. And I think that's more of what we saw on screen. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know why they went with that. Hot Toys in their fat suits. It's just always a thing. Man, these look good. They really look good, but yeah, looking at it right, looking at them together, that Hot Toys, man, is just killing it. It really is. It just really, not the Hot Toys, but the INART one is just really killing it right now. Really is, really looks damn good. It just does. I hate saying that because 6 months ago when I got the Hot Toys one, I was happy. I was like, look, I just, this is cool. It's a cool looking figure. I think, last year, it was on my top 10 2023 figures of the year. And look, I still hold that. I still believe in that. It's a damn good figure. But when you're comparing it to the INART just kills it. It just does. Okay guys, so that has been my review of INART's The Batman. And I gotta tell you, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a solid 10. Yes, this is a 10. This is a straight up 10. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my God, you're giving it a 10. Nothing deserves a 10. This really does. This really does. This is an excellent figure. Just comparing it to the Hot Toys version, it kind of knocks it out the park, ladies and gentlemen. It really does. This is INART. This is what they do. The proportions, the head sculpt, the tailoring, everything is a solid. I can't find anything really negative about it. Well, if there is any negative, it would be the display stand. Yes, the display stand with the weak ass magnets. We all know about them. It works, but you gotta be careful. And that's the thing. It should be locked in on there. And it's one of those things, if you knock it over, if you just gently bump it, it's going to fall over. That's what it is. And that's something that they really got to work on. They really got to work on stronger magnets in the bases. Outside of that, this thing is amazing. The head sculpt is near perfection. I think it looks a lot like Robert Pattinson. Now, I will say it looks a lot like him, but it isn't 100%. It's not. It's about that 95% there. It is. In some cases, I think the Hot Toys the head sculpt for Robert Pattinson looks pretty damn good. If I close my eyes and I think about Robert Pattinson, honestly, the look that they came up with the Hot Toys version sticks out of my mind. This one, it's there, but I still think the likeness is a tad stronger on the Hot Toys version. I do. Now, with that being said, the head sculpt with this looks way more lifelike than anything. You know what I'm saying? It looks way more lifelike. This looks like he's about to walk right off my display table. He looks like he's about to get up and really walk. That's how lifelike this thing is. This thing looks lifelike. I said it once before, I'll say it again. These things are people, not figures. They look like people. When you match up the proportions and the likeness to an actual human, this thing looks super realistic to the point where it's freaky. So that's that right there. All in all, it's a very good figure. If you got this one, I mean, you don't need the Hot Toys one. If you're thinking of selling your Hot Toys the Batman to get this one, I will tell you, you won't be disappointed. You really won't. Now that I have this one, I go back and I look at the Hot Toys one, I'm like, So with that being said, I will be selling my Hot Toys The Batman. I think I already got a buyer. Lined up. So it is what it is. Yeah, man, this thing just looks fantastic. And like I said, you know, I get it. I know some people out there is like, Jay, you're such a damn hypocrite. You said you wouldn't buy into this line. And I did, and I meant that. But I got suckered in. What can I say? I got suckered in. I'm a sucker for great art. I really am. If it looks great and it looks amazing, I kind of fall into it. And I mean, let's be honest, the Penguin show really gave a lot of life to the Batman. I actually enjoyed that show more than the Batman movie itself. That show made me like the Batman even in that world even more. So more than enough reasons for me to get into this figure. So like I said, I got the Hot Toys one. Now I have the INART one, and it's a great piece. I'm glad to have it in my collection. Goes along with the rest of my INART collection. The Superman, which I recently reviewed. The very first artisan, the very first INART product, the Joker 2-pack. The Lord of the Rings guys, Aragorn and Gandalf, and you know, yeah, they fit right in with the rest of my INART, my growing INART collection. INART is they're just doing it good. They're really doing it good. I know a lot of people are still upset because they waited so long to get this figure. My good friend Ben Thomas did his review and asked the question, was it worth the wait? In my opinion, it really is. But that is up to you. You know what I'm saying? So to each his own. And with that being said, that's my opinion. But let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications, and all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. And we are out.